Good morning, everyone. You are listening to That's What They Said on WJLB 1230 AM 104.7 FM in Hammond, Indiana. Before we get started today, we are going to do some traffic and weather, play some spots, and then we're going to come right back into it. So currently, right now, it is humid and it's a little bit of a lightning show outside. Today, we're seeing highs of 94 degrees, lows of 73. A thunderstorm in spots early this morning, hot and humid with clouds and sun. Caution advised if outside for extended periods of time. Tonight, clear, warm, and humid weather. Moving forward into the rest of the week, on Wednesday, highs of 95 degrees, lows of 74 degrees, mostly sunny, hot and humid weather, mainly clear in the nighttime. On Thursday, highs of 89 degrees and lows of 72 degrees, warm and humid with a thunderstorm, and then a thunderstorm in spots throughout the rest of the day. Let's take a look at traffic. Traffic in the Northwest region is actually looking pretty good. 65 going north and south is looking good. 80 going east and west is looking good. 90 going east and west is looking good. Chicago Skyway, Bishop Ford, Dan Ryan may have a little bit of traffic on the Bishop Ford right at the connector, but other than that, it's looking pretty good. Do we want to take a break, or are you guys ready to go straight into it?
We can go straight into it.
Go straight into it? All right.
I'm getting there. Good morning, everybody. This is That's What They Said. I am your host, Michelle Quinn. We've got Adriana over here working the boards. Is that what they call it? I don't know. That sounded dumb.
Working the board, spinning the dials, whatever. Lingo.
Cool.
Doing the job.
Once again, because she's been having so much fun, and I've been having so much fun with her, my pal Stace.
Happy to be back for a third week.
So anyway, we always start off. How was your weekend, Adriana, since you're the one that has the life?
I live at school now, so that is all that I do. It's good. I am going to take this whole weekend to hopefully get ahead of all of my stuff. Is that going to happen? Probably not, but we're going to try our bestest.
Yeah, because you got to start grading now, don't you?
Eventually, yeah. There's not... Well, they don't really have them do... They used to have McGraw-Hill modules for them.
Okay.
And they did not make that a requirement anymore. And I'm like, thank God.
Well, that's good.
Because I remember doing those, and if you got one question wrong, you were set back 2 questions. And until you answered those 2 questions, you're back to where you are. So it could be a 10-thing module, but it could take you an hour and a half. So I'm like, nope, we're not going to do that. But other than that, it's just kind of... It's definitely an experience to be the instructor and not the student. And I had my one friend pass by my class. She's like, is there not another teacher in here with you? I'm like, bro, I am the teacher. They're like, oh my goodness. So it was actually funny. They kind of saw my class a little bit. And yeah, it's pretty fun. And the material that we're reading for just grad school in general is really interesting.
Okay.
And dates back all the way to what communication is, all the way before BC. So it was kind of cool.
Okay, so what was communication before BC?
Hieroglyphics.
Before even hieroglyphics, drums and fire.
Ooh.
Drums and fire.
Okay.
Certain drum melodies made. So they were like, okay, this is time to wake up. You would hear a certain drum melody of, I think that's what it's called. Mm-hmm. You would hear that and you knew it was time to wake up. You hear a different one and you knew that was time to eat. You hear a different one, you knew it was lights out, kind of.
Okay.
Fire, send a message.
Okay.
So we
Like
had
smoke signals.
Yeah, in a sense like that. So we were learning about that, and it was kind of cool to be able to be like, oh yeah, no, before we even were talking and before people were drawing caveman pictures, this is what we did. But other than that, my entire weekends are consistent of, okay, let's get all of our work done.
Okay.
And then we could go do whatever we want to go do.
Excellent. Right.
To have a little bit of responsibility. But nothing too crazy, but I think I'm going to go see this weekend. I'm going to go see my friend. She is in Chicago. She's going to school down there. But we like to go to Treehouse in River North.
Okay.
And their bar is a themed bar.
Okay.
So throughout the day, it is open to like all ages. And then, of course, at night, it's 21 and up.
Right.
But they have different themes, and I think 2-3 years ago, they had the Wicked theme because the Wicked movie had just came out. So right now it is retro theme, and it was so funny. My parents were like, okay, what are they considering retro?
That was my next question. What do they consider retro?
So from what I saw, it was kind of like Rubik's Cube, the different color slinkies on the
Okay,
thing,
yeah.
disco balls, kind of.
Sure.
Very neon colors. So
Okay.
I'm thinking like, okay, just call it 80s. Don't call it retro. Just call it 80s theme.
Right.
The kind of like the lasers and everything. So when I saw it and I sent it to her, I was like, we need new pictures. Let's go. Come on. So that was something that was like, okay, this is kind of cool and exciting. And then everybody's already thinking about Halloween. And I'm like, thank you guys for the reminder, because if you want to do anything throughout the Halloween weekend, whether it be a ticketed event and or just coming up with a costume, if you do it early, you're not paying as much money as everybody the weekend before.
Yeah. When I did things like that, I remember one party. I think it was the one that just after I turned 21, and we were going to the Radisson.
Speaking of retro,
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I think the best thing I could come up with was a Zorro costume, which meant a pair of black jorts, a white shirt, and I think like a black piece of fabric for a cape.
okay.
And then a hat. I can't remember where I got the hat. And then, I don't even remember if I had a mask for my eyes or something, but that was the best I could do. But yeah, that was a good time. A lot of shenanigans that night. So
Halloween it's taken on a life of its own.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Anecdotally, it used to seem like it was a weekend thing.
It
And now
is like a
people
whole
decorate,
month long.
and it's like it's like Christmas.
Yeah, I'm one to be one of those crazy people that will have different costumes.
Okay. No, I thought you were going to say
Boom, boom,
I'm one of those crazy people like my family who starts decorating for fall in like July.
No. I tell my family this entire thing. I'm one of those when it comes to Christmas, but
Okay.
I tell people the Black Friday, I will let everybody eat their turkey. You can
Right.
eat your turkey. The moment that clock strikes midnight, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. Nope. You ate your turkey. We're done. I will not start decorating in like summer's fall
okay.
area. It's Christmas right after that. Now, my mom, she, like how you're talking about the decorating, she so badly wants a giant inflatable turkey on our front lawn. And
I think that's fantastic.
I'm like, Mom, no. Me and my dad are like, no, please, no. I'm like, I don't want to be the turkey house. And then there was one time in the neighborhood, she saw 5 of them just within like a mile radius. She saw
Okay.
5 of them, and she was like, we're getting one. Me and my dad are like, no, stop it. But we did used to have a house growing up. This was like the haunted house of Halloween, where they would decorate all crazy. They had their entire house covered in Halloween. And as kids, to trick or treat, you would have to go through a little haunted house that they would make in their backyard. Mm-hmm. And it would go kind of all around the house. And at the time, right now, it sounds a little crazy. Basically, you would go into like the little garden area that they had,
Right.
behind the back house and into the garage, and that was the haunted house that they had created.
Okay.
And this was known as the Halloween house because every single year, they never missed a year. They would put up every single decoration.
Okay.
And they would have one decoration, and it was old as ever, rain, water damage and everything,
Sure.
but it was just Freddy Krueger just like in the middle of it all, and it looked pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, if they kept doing it year after year after year, was it still cool looking? Or
Yeah, and then as you got older, you realized the haunted house wasn't as scary as when you were
Sure.
a little kid. But then I think they moved.
Oh,
The house doesn't do it no more. They haven't done it for years.
bummer. Yeah, I was never a haunted house person. I'm still barely a scary movie person.
It's same.
Yeah.
And this whole conversation is making me realize what a wet blanket I am when it comes to holidays and decorating.
Oh, dude, I don't decorate.
I don't. Yeah.
Well, but you
know
got.
what?
Go ahead.
Sorry. I worked in You know what? I was going to say I worked in transportation. I worked at UPS for a long time, so your life was a living hell from Thanksgiving to
Yes.
Christmas.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
It was usually a game time. If I decorated for Christmas, it was a game time decision the weekend after Thanksgiving, depending on how I felt. If my Christmas shopping was done, if I was even feeling in the mood. And we always take it down Christmas night.
What?
So I would come home, right? We'd come home from family and take down the tree. And yeah, you would wake up December 26th. The tree is at the curb. It's done. I know. And my parents leave it up till, is it the Epiphany?
Okay.
January.
I think it's January 6th.
5th or 6th, yeah.
Yeah, no. None of that. I wouldn't decorate for Halloween. I have a couple kitschy things.
Sure.
We have a dachshund. I have a dachshund skeleton.
Okay.
It's it's kind of cute, but I don't know where it's at. It's probably not coming out.
Yeah, I don't do that either, but mostly, and Stace could attest to this, because if it's put up, it would never come down.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
just know. I'm like, oh, it's out there now. Everything, it'd become a themed thing. It would change.
Oh gosh, like red for Valentine's Day. Or
Yeah.
Easter.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
I just, and with the jerks.
that right.
Yeah, there's, when you have pets.
Cats and trees are complicated.
Yeah, yeah.
Dogs
so,
and trees are too sometimes if the dog's young enough and likes to chase sticks.
It's like, what you got?
So anyway, yeah, what was my weekend? Nothing. Like usual. I'm trying to, it all kind of blurs now. Did I leave the house? Oh, no, I had my brakes. No, that was finished.
We talked about that last week.
Yeah, well, it became an ongoing thing
Oh.
because eventually we figured out it was my brake cylinder. Yeah, first it was
Okay.
the front brakes, then it was the caliper, and then it became the cylinder. So, $800 later, my
Say,
brakes
sounds
finally.
expensive.
Yeah, that kind of put a dent on the old credit card, but I'll live. It'll be fine.
That's adult living.
I know. So, if any of you are under the age of 30 that are listening this morning,
Adulting doesn't sound fun. You guys don't make it sound fun.
it's not.
I tell my mom that all the time. I'm like, you don't make sound growing up any fun. She's
No.
like, it's not.
No.
No, stay in school as long as you can. I mean that.
Yeah. So, you thinking about your doctorate after this master's business,
No.
or
No, I'm okay.
you say that now?
And then and then I get a scholarship, and they're like, hey, you want to keep going? Maybe.
Sure.
I
Does it mean I don't have to have my own apartment? Cool. So, let's see. Do we want to talk about Storm? I think is
You
everybody.
guys just want to cover it over, just kind of umbrella cover it. No pun intended. I didn't mean that.
Okay,
But
I feel like what is left to say?
I mean,
If there are individuals still without power, call us 219-845-1100.
Yep,
I'm gonna
I-
look at the NIPSCO numbers right now. I haven't looked at
okay.
them in a
I
minute.
believe. Did I hear? Was it last night that there are still some people out in Gary that do not have power?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Current power outages.
I actually walked out the door this morning and it felt like a sauna. And my
Yeah,
first
what's
thought
that?
was, I am so grateful that this was not the weather. August, it's August, right?
Yeah.
August 12th.
Yeah, what's with the blast furnace that's back? I'm just walking out this morning. I'm like, God, even yesterday, because I had my first day of school yesterday.
Oh yeah, yesterday was gross.
Yeah, and did I notice it in the morning when I went? I don't know if it was still not blast furnace hot, but when we left yesterday, I'm like, oh my, what the heck? This is awful.
Yeah, Sunday wasn't bad.
No, Sunday wasn't,
Yeah.
but
I was out of town this weekend, so I don't know what happened Friday or Saturday.
yeah, so you had a life. What'd you do?
Oh, I don't know that I'd call it a life. I went to Kentucky for my niece's baby shower. So it was
the second baby shower.
Yes, this was the dad's side.
Okay.
I'm sorry, her dad's side.
Okay.
The Michigan one was her mom's side.
Yes.
However, it was a 5-hour drive there. It was in Owensboro.
Right.
So it's just over the state line, but on the side of the state that goes way south.
Sure.
It was a 5-hour drive there on Friday,
Okay.
a 2-hour shower Sunday, and then a 5-hour drive home on Sunday. So it was it was a lot of time in the car. I rode with my aunt and my cousins, which was a lot of fun. And I have to say, the women in my family, it is our legacy to drive like bats out of hell.
Excellent.
She did probably 85 the whole way.
Nice.
So as a passenger, I'm just like, okay, whatever gets us there. Even though she's from Illinois and has Illinois plates, so I'm like, babe, you have Illinois plates and you're the fastest driver on the road. Might want to
You might
throttle
wanna
it back.
not, but
right. But hey, there was no run-ins with
Johnny
ISP.
Law.
Right.
Johnny Law did not pick on the brown women, so
No, not this weekend.
excellent.
So I will say I do have a fun story from Sunday.
Okay.
We came back and I literally walked in, dropped my bags, changed my clothes, and walked right back out the door to go to the Scotty McCreery concert in Valpo at the little amphitheater downtown.
Oh, okay. That's a cool little
So I guess
place.
he's like I like him.
Okay.
I think he was from American Idol. I don't know. I don't watch those shows. I like his music. But
Okay.
I went with a couple of my girlfriends, and when the show was over, we walked out the south side of the amphitheater because the cars were parked on the south side of the
Right,
square. And we walked out, kind of went around the corner, and his tour bus is on one side, the amphitheater's on the other, and he comes walking down the sidewalk with his people, probably
Okay.
the band.
Yeah.
And I recognized him and said, "Oh," like I had a little squeal.
Oh,
I
no.
said, "Oh, look, it's him!" And I held my hand out, and he gave me 5.
Dude,
So that was
you're touched with
like,
greatness.
right. I know. I'm not gonna wash this hand. Just kidding.
Ever.
I went home and showered immediately, but it was So that was kind of fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Like the timing on that was just right,
Excellent.
and then I acted like an idiot. So
well,
yeah.
I think I remember I've had a couple of brushes with greatness. I down at Little Five a zillion years ago, we went down and I was editor of the paper of the Northwest Phoenix, and me and my managing editor, we went down, or my managing editor and I, sorry, English major here. We went, Mellencamp was playing at I think it was the football field or whatever, playing a big show. And we were walking up, and all of a sudden, here comes John and a couple of his daughters, driving in his Porsche. And I don't even know why we were near that place, but yeah, here he just comes trucking out. I think, did he look at us? I can't remember exactly, but it was just like, you're startled. Mm-hmm. And he didn't wave or anything, because I don't think that's John's style, but, it was exciting to see. And then the other time was I was at a Moby show at the Metro, right? Yeah, this was the 90s. And I was walking out of the bathroom, and who should be walking towards the bathroom was David Byrne of the Talking Heads. And that was startling, too.
Right. You wouldn't expect.
Yeah, but there he was. And I, as I recall, I think he was in like a gray suit, not quite as big as in the video. But, there he was. Oh, my God.
Oh, hey, man.
Yeah, no, he just had this stone-faced stare, and I think he looked through me. So I'm like, nah, but again, I was too startled to
not
actually
approach.
say anything. So anyway, so how many people out in
305.
305?
Still
that many. Yikes.
305. Looking at the map itself.
Did they have it broken out? Is that from the storm on the 11th? I think they had it
So
divided by these are the people as the result of the storm, and then these are the people that were out.
yeah,
after the
so reported, of course, because there may be more than what is reported, and it just may be more houses. Crown Point 1, Dyer 2, Gary. Well, they do it based on who reported it. So it's a majority is in Gary, 54 in Griffith.
Oh, my God.
Couple in Lake Station, Maryville, 91 in Michigan City, and scattered around like Portage, Munster, Hammond has like 5. So it's just who is reported, but overall it is 305.
Yikes.
Yeah, I did catch part of a newscast yesterday where they were, that there are people that are still, I think, at Hudson Campbell. I think that's where the American Red Cross set up. And there were people in there, and that's where Governor Braun came to, I guess he came to tour the damage again, which is just kind of like,
You have another meeting with the Bears?
no, I don't think
Oh.
the Bears, I think he just devoted this one 3 weeks later to the actual storm.
Oh.
Yeah, it was good. Good of him. And there are people that haven't been home for 3 weeks.
That's wild.
I know. You think about that. And I want to believe that the power outages we're seeing now are more of, it went out. It's like, it can't be from the storm. It can't be, but yet I'm sure it is.
There are and again, I have some unique insights to NIPSCO because I live with someone who works there.
Yes.
My understanding of it is that on the larger scale things, there's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Sure.
Multiple ways your electricity could get to you.
Okay.
So they will patch things up or send it through a different substation. They're energizing it different ways so they can work on
Right,
other
jerry
areas.
rig it to
Exactly.
go here. Yeah.
But I think it becomes a little more precarious when they do that. So
Right.
I think there's still work to do. I read somewhere that there were out of state crews who were planning to be in town for 30 days to make line repairs and do, the larger scale repair projects.
Okay.
So I think if it does go out, especially on a large scale, it may be that,
Yeah, they're actually trying to fix something or
right, or whatever they have put together to energize that's a temporary fix has failed.
Okay. I just hope mine stays on.
Yeah, I know Portage. We have a mutual friend that lives in Portage.
Yeah.
who was posting about it being out. I think last week sometime. It all blends together. But it was like they were one of the last to be restored, probably on the 24th, and then it was back off again.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what that would have been like. You just get it back on and you just start getting comfortable and then all of a sudden, oops, sorry.
Yeah, that would be awful.
So, I know that I saw it in my email, again, because I was at school yesterday. Oh, by the way, I found out one of my favorites came up to me and said that her dad listens to me in the morning.
Oh, fun.
So Eric, if you're listening, hey man, what's up? When she said that, I kind of looked at her. I'm like, oh God, ah, jeez.
How's life?
Huh?
It's like, how's life?
Yeah, what's up, man? Please don't tell her I'm an idiot.
She knows.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, she does. So, anyway, where was I going with that? Oh, okay, so came in my mail. I guess Mayor Eddie Melton, Mayor of Gary, put out a paper to NIPSCO, which I thought this was kind of interesting, that outlines, okay, this is what y'all need to do for the city. This is what we need.
Oh, so he gave them a list of asks.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to read it because, you don't get to do that necessarily when you've got a room full of middle schoolers.
Oh, wow, that sounds like it's worth a deep dive.
No, not really. It was I was subbing for band yesterday.
Oh, I just meant like
Oh,
the
deep
paper.
dive.
Like
Oh,
I wonder what
I could
his
say,
asks
I could
would
send
be.
it to you, but if you wanted to see it. But
We'll circle back to that later.
yeah, I'm sure it was in the paper. I haven't gotten a chance to read that. So but
I was brushing up on current events last night in
Ooh.
preparation for today
Ooh.
and was reading up about the IURC. I think his title was Commissioner Andy
Zay.
Zay,
Yes.
right? Who was? But looking at the timing, I believe their difference of opinion was August 6th.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was prior to the storm. However, it was interesting that he was going to be paid. He was just appointed earlier this year, like January.
Right.
And the difference of opinion, he's no longer on the board. Mm-hmm. And in spite of Indiana being an employment at will state, he's being paid for the remainder of his contract. So he's getting a $625,000 check
Wait, so
for his service or non-service.
is that what he would have made as an IURC, or is that the settlement?
I'm sorry, that was the settlement.
Okay, I was like, he's getting.
No, I think that was the value of the rest of his contract. Like, he's essentially getting paid. The state has agreed to pay him. And the interesting thing about that is they said that comes out of the IURC's budget, which is bankrolled by the utilities. So it's the ratepayers paying that. The ratepayers getting hit yet again.
Right. It's funneling through my brain that, wait a minute, to be on the IURC for 4 years, you make how much money?
Well, he was paid out $625,000, and that would have been through 2030. So, but appointed this year. So I think it was 4 years. So I don't know what the math is on that. 150-ish a year, a little more.
To be on, that's not a full-time job, is it?
It was a 5 or 6 person commission.
Yeah.
I would hope for that kind of money, but
no, I don't think, because I don't. They sometimes come up here for meetings. That's crazy. Can somebody, does somebody know if the IURC actually? I can look this up.
Say, if only we had a device.
Yeah.
That we could look this up
If only
on.
we had something.
Well,
while you guys are looking that up, let's take a quick short break.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Go ahead.
Let's take a break. You are listening to That's What They Said on WJLB 1230 AM 104.7 FM in Hammond, Indiana. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after we hear from our sponsors.
For over 100 years, Roofers Local 26 has been keeping Northwest Indiana dry and safe. Since 1919, our highly trained members have built a reputation for skills, safety, and reliability. With a 4-year apprenticeship and certifications in OSHA safety, first aid, and CPR, we deliver quality you can trust. When you need roofing done right, choose Roofers Local 26, protecting what matters most for over a century. For more information, visit www.roofers26.com.
Introducing Powers Health, a health system with a new name and a strong legacy of caring for families in our community. One with a tradition of advanced specialized services and a vision for the future. One with a commitment to medical excellence and compassionate care. Everything we do, everything we believe, powers health.
Do you like to work with your hands, creating something from nothing? Then think about Laborers Local 41. You'll get 432 hours of apprenticeship training, all while earning a wage with benefits and incurring no student debt. You'll travel to different job sites, learn tons of skills, and in a lot of cases, be the first one on and last one off a job site. It all starts at laborers41.com.
Experience a better way of home building with McFarland Homes. For over 25 years, McFarland Homes has been crafting high-quality homes right here in Northwest Indiana. Founded by Ron McFarland, our team of experts is committed to building homes that stand the test of time. Discover the comfort of a McFarland home in beautifully planned communities like Park West in St. John and Beacon Point West and Cedar Lake single-family community. With options like open floor plans, spacious master suites, and sun-filled Florida rooms, there's a McFarland home that's perfect for you. McFarland Homes, building a better way of living.
Cherish every moment. Enjoy every aspect of life. Laugh and smile. Family Dental Care loves what we do, and it shows in every smile we make. Attentive, respectful doctors listen and use advanced technology to pinpoint the problem. Patients are then in and out with same-day service. Let Family Dental Care protect your teeth so you can focus on what's important in life.
Visit our website at FamilyDentalCare.com for an office near you to request an appointment.
And we're back. That's what they said. I'm your host, Michelle Quinn. We got Adriana on the dials over there, and my pal Stace here, cutting it up a little bit. So what were we talking about?
Well, let's do a quick little traffic update.
Yeah.
Traffic still in the Northwest region is looking pretty good. That was not words. Traffic in the Northwest region is still looking good. Let me enunciate my words here. 65 going north and south is looking good. 80 going east and west is looking good. 90 going east and west Chicago Skyway. You're going to have a bit of traffic right there on the Bishop Ford going west. And on the Dan Ryan going north, just a little bit of traffic right there at the connector, but nothing too crazy. And then in terms of weather, it's humid, it's hot, and stray morning thunderstorms, as we saw the little lightning show coming in today.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's all for your traffic and weather. Let's go back into it.
Yeah, that was a little startling coming out this morning and getting in the car, and then all of a sudden you're seeing a flash. What's that? And it's like, yeah, lightning. Okay.
Driving west, I was seeing it. It was in the distance, and I thought, wow, that's kind of pretty. And then I get into Hammond, and it was like right on top of you. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, not so pretty. This
not
is a
as pretty.
little unnerving. One exciting thing that I saw this morning as I was driving out of the cul-de-sac, I'm driving, and there's something in the road, and I'm like, what is that? And it was 3 little deer just hanging out in the middle of the street.
Oh.
Kikiing, doing their thing.
Wow.
It was great. And then there, deer in headlights.
You have all that open space near you.
Yeah, nature finds a way to heal. Mm-hmm. And so here are these, and that's not unusual. I've come home from things at night, and there will be deer in our foliage having a party and stuff. But just to see them there, and they like freaked out, and they're like, where do we go? So finally I'm like, okay, drive slowly. I don't think I'm going to put the brights on them. That would be rude. But they eventually, trotted off to the side of the road. But yeah, that was just kind of fun to see right there in the middle of the road hanging out.
I was going to say deer are becoming very apparent, especially within this Hammond region, because I'm driving and I see a deer, and he looked like he was still getting his antlers in by Zell's right there on Columbia. And I'm like, you are far from home.
Yeah, homie, where are you?
I'm like, where? I don't even know where he could have came from. That's where I was trying to figure out. I'm like, I don't. Where
do you live?
Yeah. Where do you live? And I'm thinking maybe in kind of maybe Munster area, but then that's still far away. So I saw him, and it was a little interesting because I'm driving down to get to Calumet. Columbia's right here. Driving down this road, and I see him. He's in the Zells, and he's like going the same as my car, and I'm like, okay, buddy, do not just like.
Yeah, please don't dart out. Please don't
dart out. So I'm like driving like 10 miles an hour. Right. I'm like, there's nobody on the road. And I'm like, okay, we can do this.
Please don't hurt my car.
Yeah.
Please don't make me hurt you. I don't want to do this.
Please don't hurt yourself, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. So we've talked about weather. So it seems we aren't the only one that has terrible, terrible weather lately. Let's talk about Nepal and the Grand Canyon.
Goodness.
Yeah, because, once again, climate change is not real, folks.
Yeah, holy cow, though, the videos from Nepal and Tibet.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of deer, I saw just a family of deer getting swept away.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, the poor babies.
That's the thing with those videos. Where do you go? When there's water just through, between mountains, and you can see people running, and so it's not just the water, but everything that's in the water that it's already taken out. That's
There was one video that I was watching where a chunk of, I don't know if it was like the viaduct or the dam or whatever, was floating down the river and takes out another part, just whap.
Right.
And you have to believe it had to be strong at some point, to keep the water back or to keep something back. And, you don't want to think that it's like Tinker Toys or something, but, just watching that, it's like, oh my God, and the mud and the, It reminds me, do you remember the tsunami in
gosh,
Thailand?
that was
04.
06.
Or was it? I think it was 04 or 06 maybe.
Maybe 04.
Yeah,
Yes,
feel
I remember
like
that. I do remember that.
yeah, where all of us, it's a sunny day and everything's nice and everything's great, and then all of a sudden, a
That was
whole
on
beach.
Christmas too, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah. We're all enjoying our Christmas holiday.
2004.
Okay, I was right.
Yes, you're right. December 26th. My bad.
Okay, so the day after Christmas. And
Yeah.
just, again, everything's nice and sunny and pretty out, and then all of a sudden, the whole hotel, complex wiped out.
I remember that. Right. People talking about clinging in trees for
Right,
8
Nate
hours.
Burkus. Nate Burkus lost his husband.
Okay, I don't remember that, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you're right.
Yeah, that was weird, but so
That's another, nature always wins.
yes, it does. Water always wins.
Yes.
As I found out, as I've talked about. Well, you remember the great water heater debacle of 23.
Yes.
Yeah, that the apartment building is still recovering from that one. But yes, water is crazy. But the reason for Nepal, that was pretty horrifying. Did you see what the reason is?
No.
An iceberg, or not an iceberg, but part of the ice shelf broke off
Oh, no
and
kidding.
melted. Yeah. But global warming isn't real, folks. So Oh, okay. Let's see who else do we have? Or what? So, what was the Grand Canyon's excuse? Do we know yet, or
As to why they were flooding?
yeah, why that flooded and now?
That I don't know.
But it's like, okay, places I've never been, and now I don't think I'll go. Don't need to see the Grand Canyon if I'm gonna die. If I'm going, no, thank you.
Oh man, just stay at the top.
No, because I think I don't know if you know this. I'm terrified of heights. Well, yeah, you do, because you know how much I hate flying. So
I know.
yeah, so I know. And when they put that glass
I would say
thing,
so the glass shelf is not an option. for
no,
you.
no, not. Yeah, I don't know how much you could pay me. I freak out going to Whiting Park and the pier that goes out on the lake. I have real trouble getting myself out to the end.
Wow.
I know, it's weird. I think it's because I don't have any depth perception, but I'm just like,
Do it.
I found an article for the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
So, according to the source, the sole pipeline that supplies water for millions of the Grand Canyon visitors was badly damaged by a weekend flash flooding, setting up tricky repair scenario and upending a years-long construction project to upgrade the line laid over terrain. So rugged helicopters are often required to make basic fixes. We anticipate miles of pipeline being destroyed. And they said from flyovers, park officials estimated that roughly 40% of the pipeline endured damage. The long-term implications to the park's infrastructure, visitors, and year-round residents weren't immediately clear. The 12.5-mile-long water line has endured dozens of breaks in recent years, more than $200 million in repairs and replacement project well underway when the floods did hit. At least 2 people died in the floods. 1 person is still missing. And this was updated today. So they're still missing even after Monday night. Rescuers saved about 80 people over the weekend. The park halted overnight accommodations, and officials said significant water reductions are needed. So, yeah.
okay. I wonder if that's a state project or a federal project.
Right now, what it's looking like is state.
Oh. Interesting. I guess they're going to have to divert some of their weed sales to getting that fixed up.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I haven't seen anything where it says federal, so I'm assuming state.
All right. By the way, to segue back for just a second, speaking of, we were talking about the IURC. So yes, it is a full-time position, which I'm kind of shocked because I would imagine, like, if there's an attorney, are they going to give up their attorney job to be a commissioner? I don't know. I don't see it. But anyway, it is a full-time position, according to the Indiana Capital Chronicle, one of my favorite things to read. They are appointed by the governor to oversee complex utility cases, manage extensive dockets, and hold regular hearings. Compensation: commissioners receive a full-time annual state salary, which is approximately $152,000 a year. So I guess that tracks.
Good for them.
I know. Where can I get that job? And then restrictions because of the heavy workload and potential conflicts of interest regarding public utilities, members are expected to dedicate their working time to the state agency. For example, recent appointees who held local elected positions have had to balance or transition away from prior roles upon joining the board. So the big thing between Zay and it's funny because their idea of what was happening were wildly different because I forgot what Zay thought the governor was up to, and the governor's like, oh no, you used campaign funds to go buy things for your people or something. I mean, they're wildly divergent reasons for...
Right, I think the official reason was a difference of opinion.
Oh, is that what they're calling it?
That's what they're calling it.
Convenient. Cool. So, all right, so...
just one last word on that, he is wildly unpopular. Braun's approval rating, I think, is something like 25%.
No,
and
really?
Yes. His approval is 25. I think the disapproval was 53, and then there maybe like 22. I don't know if the math on this is mathing. I guess I could, again, look at my source. But I looked at that and thought, okay, is this the first head that's rolling from all this? The NIPSCO? Because it seems like they just rubber stamp it.
Yeah.
If he's looking to gain 25% approval,
Ooh.
53 disapproval, 22 uncertain or not sure, undecided or have no opinion. But
okay.
thinking, right, is this him taking decisive action and trying to win over the hearts of his disapprovers?
Well, absolutely. That has to have something to do with it.
Right. Like, here's the commission that you appointed that basically rubber stamps every rate increase that's requested. And
Right.
Right. And now the mess in Northwest Indiana.
Well, there's something else, too, that in the CapCron we were talking about last night, that there was a thing, and I don't think we talked about this last week because maybe it came out after the show, but there was a white paper put out from a utilities analyst saying that Indiana now is going to be a bad deal for investors because, the government is allegedly getting involved in rate structures and stuff like that. And I can't believe that I actually agree with something Governor Braun is saying. Governor Braun's contention is that the, utilities, you can be investment worthy and you can still work. Mm-hmm. I think that was the quote that kind of stood out to me. And I'm like, well, yeah, how is that not? What are utilities looking at that? Oh, they don't need to work. They just need to, give money to the shareholder
company, right? They just need to make money. They're looking to return shareholder investment.
Right.
They're not here to provide a good service. They're here to make money.
Exactly. And I suppose reading that was, just kind of the cold slap in the face that.
Mm-hmm. Well, right. And the thing of it is, it doesn't have to be that way. REMC is a co-op. What is that? Kankakee Valley.
Yeah.
I can't think of what the real name of it is. But, right. The people that I know that have that live further south, like Boone Grove area. And they were discussing, this was a couple weeks ago, we're talking about how they got a refund because they were overcharged. So, right. It doesn't have to be for profit. But that's what we've got.
I sort of feel like I've heard that NIPSCO has had to refund. I don't know. I might be sniffing glue on that, but maybe somebody can tell me if I'm right. But
No, I was thinking I read something, but it was that they were estimating bills because if you didn't have power to your home, they couldn't read the meter. So you may
Right.
see a full bill
Yeah, the
this
meters
round
that
and
they-
then a credit for actual usage
Yeah,
in the next month. So.
Yeah, the meters that.
So sorry you didn't have power for 2 weeks, but we're still going to charge you anyways, and we'll figure it out later.
Yeah. Hey, but we're not going to get disconnected for this month or whatever. I don't know how long they've suspended disconnections.
Oh, that's right. They posted that last week, and it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you'd better not.
We all got disconnected.
Yeah, we all did for a minute. So, all right. Adriana said that there are callers.
Yes,
do
we
we have
do
callers?
have callers. Let's take the callers.
Okay.
Good morning, caller. You are on the air.
Good morning.
Morning.
See, I got your name right. At least I don't say it like Jed calls you by your name.
Thank you. I know.
Good
If he was
morning.
on, I
How
was going
you
to call
guys-
him Ted.
Ted.
Yeah. Good morning. How you ladies doing this?
Fine. How are you,
Doing
sir?
Well, I didn't get up like I usually do, but because I was trying to get everything ready because I'm doing something, but I'm laying there and all of a sudden, like you said, a big old crack of thunder.
Right.
Thunder hit.
Mm-hmm.
And it woke me up because I've been so busy. Because from the 13th to the 29th, I was so busy filming up here.
Okay.
And after Saturday, I brought my equipment in the house finally. And I said, I'm done. I'm not touching no equipment for a whole week. I'm taking a break. And then all of a sudden, I get a call yesterday. I'm heading down to Louisville pretty shortly. And I don't think I'll be back till Thursday or something. They want me to come down there and film.
Oh,
You
okay.
What's
know,
going on in
so-
Louisville?
Jed says secret man. And then I'm going to have to be in a helicopter down there.
Oh, God.
That's
That sounds
exciting.
terrible.
Well, when I had to go to New Jersey for training for the academy, we had to fly in a jet to go out there. My boss didn't want to drive. I like to stay on the ground, like you, Michelle. I don't like flying.
Yeah,
Because when we took off the airport, it's weird how soon as you take off and that plane gets off the ground, it's like the plane quits moving. The ground quits moving. It scares me, But you're talking about climate. But first thing, I'm going to talk about something else in a second. But, you were in Owensboro, Kentucky. When I used to drive a truck, I used to load down, in Rockport, Indiana, but I would be by Owensboro, Kentucky. That's a nice little city down there in Owensboro, Kentucky. I mean, I haven't seen it in many, many years. But the thing I wanted to ask you both and all three of you ladies, okay, how do you say the capital of Kentucky, Louisville or Louisville?
Louisville.
How do you say the capital of
Isn't it-
Louisville or Louisville?
I say Louisville.
Yeah, that sounds.
You're all wrong because the state capital is Lexington.
Oh,
No.
got us.
You are correct. Forgot about
But,
that.
okay, and one more thing, I'm gonna let you go so you can enjoy your show.
Yep.
I'm glad I got up so I can listen to it. But
Thank you.
Climate change. My relative lives in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and all the years I always talked to him. So many times he used to tell me they're in a drought, their reservoir is low, they can't wash their cars, they can't water their lawn. You've seen this.
Right.
It's like now everywhere you see, you don't hear of a drought around here. It's just we're getting swamped with water and rains and storms. Like when you're talking about Nepal, the massive thing come down, and then Grand Canyon. I saw somewhere on the video they were showing a picture of it. A big boulder was in that monsoon thing coming down. It's Mother Nature's showing us that, she doesn't have to be elected to be in office for Mother Nature. She has control all the time.
Yeah, she is.
You
She's
know.
sick of our crap, I think.
Yeah, that is a painful
But,
reminder.
Yeah.
Yes, Mother Nature, the weather has its own course. We can't say, okay, stop. Got to have a nice sunny day today, no humid, no nothing. Be a nice day so we can sit out in our chair and relax it. But Mother Nature, I don't know why we ever called it Mother Nature, but, she tells us what to do, Okay, today have an umbrella. Tomorrow you can sit out and drink your lemonade, but, this last 3-4 weeks up here, we've been through a devastating and tying time of getting through all this that has happened to us in this area. But the thing about it is, what I've seen in the last 3 weeks is so many people, regardless, came together and helped everybody out.
Yeah.
I never seen so much people help other people. That's the most thing it was devastating all we had, and the frustration of no power and everything. But the thing is, in 3 weeks, I've seen how so much people, just like a situation when, 3 kinds of groups of people just came together. And that's what I saw in 3 weeks is, regardless of what you are, who you are, or what you are, we all came together and just helped each and every one out, I mean, we look back.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll look back, like to keep bringing up the 2008 flood.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is gonna back many years. We're gonna look back at this, but we're gonna see how the good of everything came out of it. I mean, everybody. You meet more people. You meet more friends. I mean, they took down that. Saturday I had to go out and film in Maryville, and they got that big portable station set up behind South Lake Mall. It's all gone now because I guess everything's done, but I'm glad this is over, It's but it's nice to see you both on there. I'm awake. I'm going to listen in, and pretty soon it's going to be weird going down that way, not driving a semi no more. I'll be in a car that only has 4 wheels.
No, just be careful of your speed there, sir.
Well, I'm one of these, I go to Portage and I take 94.
Okay.
And after you get past 51 going east, then it goes up to 65. But once I get on 94, I set the cruise to 55, stay in the right lane.
Okay.
And that only a couple miles, I'll still do 55. And people don't like it,
No.
but like me. But if I'm not mistaken, I was checking the times. Louisville's an hour ahead of, the time changes down there.
Right,
I mean,
it's on Eastern.
do I lose an hour or do I gain an hour? I forget. I was looking last night at the time change, and I don't know if they're an hour ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, well, it was nice seeing you guys on a late show this morning. And
good talking to you. Be
thank
safe
God
down
now, so I'm driving around and I at least I know if somebody's coming at me. If you're coming at me, Michelle, or you're coming to the side or either side or behind me, I know you're going to stop. You're not going to hit me.
No, we hope. We hope now that the brakes
with the brakes work.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, and brake for animals, brake for people, brake for school. And then now that
most people,
now that all the kiddies and people are back in school, remember when you see a bus stopped and them things are out, do not go around a school bus. Do not.
There's no need for that.
It's the law. It's the law. I mean, people still do stupid stuff.
Right.
But now all the kids are back in school, and you see the yellow school buses out and the stop sign and all that good stuff. Just stop and wait for the kiddies to get out, So everybody have a nice day.
Yep,
and,
you too, sir.
Talk to you later.
All right,
bye-bye.
take care. Bye now.
We're going to take one more caller before we get on to our break. Good morning, caller. You are on the air.
All right.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Matlock.
How you all doing this morning?
Doing well. Doing all right.
Yeah. First of all, let me just say that I appreciate how people came together and getting things, trying to love for each other, food. I've never seen anything like it before, but I've also never seen anything like the destruction we've had in our community due to tornadoes and stuff like that. One thing that happened here just the other day with a security guard, and I hear a lot of people talk about that. This guy had, and I've said some time ago, these policemen need to have know that there's some people who in our community do mental illness. He was a security guard. I said, well, why would security guard? Pardon me?
No, I did, thank you for reminding me. That was something I wanted to talk about.
Okay. Now,
go ahead. Sorry.
I understand. A former policeman told me that a policeman, the chief knows who this person was. Yeah, he was a security guard, but he had a mental problem. He shouldn't have been out there. But he shouldn't have had nine policemen put on leave right now.
What in the heck?
So somebody should have known what was going on with this guy, and he had this thing. It just didn't happen when they was called out. Apparently, they seen something early on. Somebody had called, and he knows he has a problem. A mental illness, and actually, a former policeman told me he know the guy. And so these people are put on leave. So basically, what they're putting on leave right now, they're being investigated. Say, why did it take 6 policemen? I think they shot him in the 20, 30 shots, and it's crazy.
Why?
It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't. If he was they should have. What's happened with the stun guns? They could have stunned whatever. But I know that a policeman basically is trained to, if you pull your pistol to shoot to kill.
Mm-hmm.
But why would it take 6 to 9 policemen who's on leave right now? And I can assure you that family of that guy will probably. They will be able to sue the police department.
Yes, sir.
And right now, it's just right now. In here now than ever, there's a lot of mental illness people because there's so much going on in this country. This hate and this what the government is doing, and people are just doing some stupid stuff. And it, Michelle, you and I are saying today, but tomorrow we could flip like this,
Mm-hmm.
and it's happening in our community.
Yeah.
So I would like to think that this guy, like I say, he had a mental illness problem, and they shouldn't have taken one shot. Should have been able to knock him down or whatever. But they were aboard.
Why?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. My question is
go ahead.
why? What was he doing that anybody thought that they had to bring out the guns in the first place? Was he armed?
Right.
Was he shooting?
Right.
I mean,
Right.
I don't understand. And then it was 9 officers. I know that it's Gary and County.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I saw. So
Yeah, you're right.
What was the guy doing?
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah. What was he doing?
That couldn't.
Did he point the gun at anybody? Did he shoot it? But they say he was erratic. He was he appeared to be. Well, he was. He was mental illness.
Right.
So that's I don't know. It's crazy to me. But I'm the kind of person I believe in. If a person, I don't care who they are, if they're doing something wrong, then the policeman. And I'm going to another area where I talked to this same policeman. He said this thing with the guy shooting at Dipsco. He said somebody was trying to steal this guy generator, my understanding.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
And he needed to come forward with that guy to say, hey, that was me, but I was shooting because the guy was trying to steal my thing. Because what it did is it give Gary a bad eye that they shooting these guys trying to help us. So the bullets don't have no eyes. They go everywhere, Mm-hmm. And apparently the guy was passing around the NIPSCO thing, and it was like shooting at him. But the guy told me, and a lot of time I do my little investigating, Michelle, because, I didn't like that, what happened.
Right.
And they say, Ron, let me just tell you something.
Yep.
In 2 instances, generators have been known to be stolen because with the situation, and we have some people go out there and try to steal generators. And so they said that he shot at so I said, well, I would like to, if it would have been me shot at somebody trying to shoot at my, and get my generator, and I shot at him, I'd have called the police. Say that was me. That was not, and my bullet bullets went toward that truck, the NIPSCO.
Mhm.
So you kind of heard the same thing, huh,
Yeah.
Michelle?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So I just hope that the police chief, if you know that person who said it, I hope they would come forward to clear that up, because I didn't like that either. Anything in my city, I'm not saying everything in my city is okay, but if it's wrong, we should be able to bring that out,
Right.
Stuff, because I'm against violence and stuff, and I'm against that. I don't care where it is. I'm against it. It's terrible. But what happened like now, and I'm going to speak, I know that some people say, oh, there he go again. Well, yeah, there I go, but I speak out for everybody.
Sure.
And I know it's going to come up that what about Chicago? Well, that's wrong. Okay, it's terrible, absolutely terrible. It's black on black crime. Okay, this was coming from Ron Matlock, and I don't think Donald Trump needs to take care of it. I think that Johnson needs to take care of it. Okay?
Sure. So, anyway, I hate to cut you off. We do need to go to break.
No, that's all right. That's right. You've given me ample time. That's fine.
All right. You take care, sir, and we will talk soon. And we are going to go to a word from our sponsors. That's what they said, with your host, Michelle Quinn, and Adriana over there on the boards, and my pal Stace. And this is WJOB. AM 1230, FM 104.7.
There you go.
Indiana wants me.
Know a Hoosier serving in the military or living overseas? Indiana wants every eligible Hoosier to participate in our elections. Military and overseas voters can register and vote securely from anywhere in the world. Voting assistance for service members, families, and eligible Hoosiers is available now. Visit IndianaWantsYou.com or contact your county election office. And remember, Indiana wants you. Message sponsored by your Indiana Secretary of State.
Indiana wants me.
Hoosier fans, your defending national championship Indiana football team kicks off the 2026 season on Saturday, September 5th. Join head coach Kurt Cignetti and the Hoosiers at Merchant Bank Field at Memorial Stadium as they take on the North Texas Mean Green, with kickoff at the Rock at 12 p.m. Tickets are sold out throughout the 2026 season, though you can visit IUHoosiers.com and purchase yours today through SeatGeek, the official fan-to-fan marketplace for IU athletics. Cheer on your Hoosiers to victory all season long.
When your home needs help, the last thing you need is a faceless corporation or sales-driven franchise. At Myers Companies, we've been proudly local since 1951, born and raised right here in Northwest Indiana. We're family-owned and operated, built on trust, hard work, and integrity. And because we're family, we treat you like family. Your comfort and safety always come first. For HVAC, plumbing, and electrical done right, choose Myers Companies. Local, family-owned, here for your family.
Plumbers Local 210 is building the future, and we're looking for service plumbers to join our team. Our training center invests nearly $500,000 every year to make sure our members are the best in the industry. From a 5-year apprenticeship and an associate degree at Ivy Tech to ongoing certifications in safety and new technology, our plumbers are trained for excellence. Every member is drug tested and licensed for your safety and peace of mind. When you need plumbing work done, make sure you ask for the license. It's your right to ask.
St. Nicholas Byzantine Catholic Church, located at 8103 Columbia Avenue in Munster, celebrates Divine Liturgy every Sunday at 9:30 a.m. We are Eastern Rite Catholics in union with the Pope, the Bishop of Rome. All Catholics who celebrate Divine Liturgy or Mass with us fulfill their Holy Day and Sunday obligations as they do in their own churches. Join us in person this coming Sunday to find out the beauty of a Byzantine Catholic Divine Liturgy at St. Nicholas Church.
And we're back. That's what they said with Michelle Quinn, Adriana Alvarez, and my pal Stace. So, so we were yapping out, you know,
We're
between
talk
the break.
pop culture now.
Yeah, now we're going to turn to pop culture.
We've moved on.
We've moved on. I'm sure we'll circle back because, you know, everything is always a dumpster fire in, you know, these days. But in real dumpster fires, so I was reading this weekend, there's a new trend in the world. And so you guys have heard of maxing, right? Maxxing?
Yes.
Okay, so maxing, for those who, you know, who don't know, is taking something to the next level. And it was started, or the phrasing, is it Gen Z? No, I think it's Gen A. But anyway.
Whatever's after.
Right.
Whatever's right now.
Right. So they, you know, everything is maxing now. It started with looks maxing with that guy Cavuncular or whatever his name is.
As a woman of a certain age, protein maxing is a topic that always comes up, that women and
yes,
you know, beyond their childbearing years need to be eating as much protein as they can.
Exactly. So this guy Cavuncular or whatever the heck his name is, has had like so much plastic surgery. He's one of those guys to make himself look the best. And then he goes, yeah, so he looks maxes and he goes around and he tours and he's just, you know, he's a jagoff, you know, goes to bars and just acts a fool and stuff. So I think I don't know if he's trying to pick up men or women, but that's what he does. Well, now there's something called pheromone maxing.
Oh, God.
And if you should be able to figure out what that is, but if you don't, I'm going to tell you.
Define it for us, Michelle.
Yes, I will define it for us. This is where men have decided, or some certain subsect of men have decided, that they are not going to shower. And they're not going to wear deodorant or cologne or anything. Some may even drink their own urine, all in the pursuit of expanding their pheromones so we women will be attracted to them. So basically, they want to smell like
That awkward silence.
Yeah, they want to smell like middle school boys.
Nope.
Now, I've read the Vox article on this, and I want to know who is doing it.
Well,
there was the one.
If that's
I think
what's
they were
happening,
saying it was
that
a
makes
TikTok thing. There was a video
Yeah.
of one person whose name I believe was Fluffball or
Oh, good.
Fluff
Fluffball.
something.
Fluffball's leading
Fluffball
the
is
revolution.
I mean, by my personal standards, did not appear to be overly masculine. Talking about, right?
Okay.
Don't bully me for smelling bad. Kind of. You didn't watch the video.
No, I don't venture on TikTok very much.
It was embedded, but yeah, I don't think this is a good idea. I think, you know, for all the talk of the male loneliness epidemic, this is just going to take it to a whole new level.
Yeah.
Smelling like yourself and being attractive to another individual is one thing, but
if that's your
poor
thing,
hygiene
that's
is
your
a whole
thing,
other.
Yeah, I was sitting next to, you know, or because yesterday one of my classes got on my nerves, or there was a couple of kids who, you know, refused to stop talking. So one of my favorite things to do is, you know, take my chair or sit in the desk behind them and, you know, just kind of sit there. That really wigs them out. But you get close to some of those kids and it's like, you know, and I remember being a middle school kid when all this is starting to happen and, you know, they haven't gotten a handle on it yet, but it's just like, oh, geez. How could anybody think this is attractive? I don't understand. I don't understand.
We're obviously not the target market.
No.
For this. I don't. Yeah, maybe
No.
the kids.
No.
The ladies.
Yeah.
No.
Adriana, how do you
Much
feel
younger.
about this?
Right.
I'm sorry.
So if your man-
some guy comes up to me and he is pheromone maxing, I'm gonna just go the other way. It's the social distance of you're 6 feet away and I can already smell you. Go away. No, thank you. No, thank
You're
you.
Irish goodbye maxing.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Well, so that was
Needs to be
nice
Irish spring.
on
spring maxing.
the concept of pheromone maxing. There's a different type, and it's more so just not maxing at all. It's just being a nuisance.
Oh, good.
In the community. So I believe this guy is based out of Florida.
Yeah.
And he's a streamer, and he gets his popularity from walking around the streets of Florida. Mind you, we know the temperature in Florida. It's hot. He walks around harassing women, telling them you should dress modestly. Why are you do not respect your body because you're dressing like that. Put some clothes on. And he'll walk around shirtless.
Oh.
And they're like, well, you're walking around shirtless. He's like, well, I don't have genitalia on my upper body. And I'm like, what? What?
Sir.
So this is how he gets his popularity. And he goes around, and if he sees a woman in sweats and sweatpants and a hoodie, he's like, W modesty. Good job for you. Good job for respecting your body. You're a modest woman. And I watch those things, and I'm like, oh, so people just can't mind their own business. And when women tell him, it's like, no, it's just because I'm confident in my body. He's like, no, you're dressing like this for attention. You don't respect who you are. You don't respect your man. You don't do nothing like that. They're like, no, I actually do respect myself. And they're like, well, and then they try to bring religion into it.
Oh,
they're like,
boy.
no, I go to church 2 times a week. I read my Bible every day. And he's like, well, they didn't dress like that in the Bible. Okay. So
they didn't drive cars in the Bible either.
Yeah,
there were no hoodies in the Bible.
So this is how he gets his fame. He goes around harassing women, telling them that
is it fame or notoriety?
I was
either one of the two.
Yeah,
but like people, like men idolize him for this. And I'm thinking in my head,
men love to tell women what to do.
Well,
for
yeah.
starters.
And I'm thinking, I'm like, buddy, you're gonna meet the wrong individual, and you're gonna get socked in the face.
I'm surprised none of those women have told him to, GTFO.
Oh no, they have.
Okay, good.
They have and then he tries to like, wow, you need to watch your language. And
oh,
everything.
okay.
And I'm like, I watch these, and it's clearly rage bait. That's what he's doing, and he's very successful in it. But it's the factor that this is something that people think is okay to do.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Are they
do
bothering?
People? I mean, I get.
Yeah, they do because they're doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would argue, number one, people don't understand what is or isn't their business. What someone else wears, not my business.
No.
What I wear, not
Are
everybody
you hurting
else's
me?
business.
Are you hurting yourself?
it's-
No. Okay, then do whatever you want to do.
It's a personal choice, and we support personal choice around here. Well, I guess at least between the three of us.
Yeah.
The other thing of it too, Adriana, if you're watching this, is this man getting paid off of your
He probably
engagement?
is. He probably is. And then people, how social medias like to do, they clip it and then they post it onto their own.
Right. So
his streamers get many donations for it. I'm sorry, the streamers donate many things to him. Donate money. Yes, enforcing modesty. Good for you. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay.
We're back in this era. Got it.
Well, exactly. But here's the thing. What do you actually think modesty is protecting?
Nothing.
Because men will, if a man wants to assault you, you could be wearing
Doesn't matter
a
what you
sack.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you
A
wear.
shapeless sack, and it doesn't matter. Are you telling me that women in, because we always go to, these Middle Eastern countries and they're wearing their burqas and, and they're, covered head to toe, and these women aren't getting assaulted? Come on now, men. You know better.
It would be like a beach day, and women are wearing bathing suits. You're on the beach. What are you doing? And it wouldn't be like anything outlandish. So that was something within the media where I'm like,
it's
this
ridiculous
needs to
that
not.
this individual thinks it's his place to tell other people how to dress, what to do, how to act. It's also, no offense to you, Adriana, it's ridiculous. Like, as a society, we need to decide that we are not going to engage with people like this.
I see the videos, I'm just like, bye.
Right.
Next.
Right.
Text.
Just right. What's the line? You promote what you permit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah.
God. So what else in dumb men stuff can we talk about?
Well, it was usually I think it's Jubilee who does a lot of debates, and not to get back into politics, but
No, it's
we're
fine.
in politics.
It's everything's politics these
that
days.
they have somebody of Gen Z debate boomers, baby boomers, on what's going on in the world.
That sounds terrible.
And a lot of it is what I'm seeing is the same thing that we're being told constantly.
Okay.
We are getting told about the Second Amendment, right? And how it started was that he was asking her what she feels is the most politically not motivated. I'm trying to think of the word that I'm looking for. Basically, the generation that is most involved in politics. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
And was saying that maybe you believe that may be your generation, but the generations happening now and that are coming up are becoming a lot more political. Maybe not as previous generations, but they are. And he had brought up the instance of 2018 where there was a shooting happening and a lot of college students stood up, Republican, Democratic, didn't matter. And the woman immediately cut him off saying, no, you just want to take away our guns. He's like, no, we just want more gun control.
Right.
And she said, nope, our Second Amendment right is a God-given right.
Nah.
And I was like, we're going to stop right there.
No,
It's God-given
first
right,
of all,
okay.
if it needs to be enshrined in the Constitution or it can be taken away, then it's not God-given.
No. So she was debating him that the younger generation just wants to take away guns and nobody can have a gun. No, they just want it to be a stricter policy to be able to obtain one. They were talking about that. And then another one was they're on the topic of tax and what our tax dollars go to. And the guy argued that he doesn't want his tax dollars to pay for people's student loans.
Well, good news, they're not.
They're not.
Yeah.
They don't pay for them. And they were saying that the younger generation is the most lazy generation he's ever seen. They don't want to work. And the guy was trying to argue with him, saying that the income that you were given in your young 20s, that money stretched a lot further than what it does now.
Absolutely.
Correct.
I would agree with
Money
that.
10 years ago stretched further.
And the guy wasn't understanding the concept. He used the argument, these people are working 2-3 jobs and still can't pay for the rent. That's ridiculous. They're not saving their money, right? And he's missing the whole big picture.
Right.
Of people work 2 to 3 jobs and they can't pay their bills. That is an issue.
Yeah.
But they were dismissing that entirely. So I see these, and yes, some of these may be scripted. Some of these may be, here's the facts that you're given, argue with it with that. These could be completely fabricated in that sense. But then I look at news stations, and they're doing the same thing. Regardless if you're on the right or on the left, they're doing the same thing. So then when midterms come, I'm really excited to see what's going to happen, because what are we going to get a surge of blue? Or are we going to get a surge of red? Which way is this going to fly, especially within more conservative states? So.
Yeah. So many directions to go with that.
You just said a mouthful, sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have fun.
God.
Pick a topic.
I mean,
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton.
Ooh. Yeah, Dolly, that was...
Oh, my goodness. Speaking of Dolly Parton.
Oh, and I hope you guys, I would be remiss, you guys see Lionel Richie's in some trouble now.
Yeah, he's in the hospital.
He's in the hospital.
No.
Yeah, he was at a show. He said, what did he get done with? One of his songs, I can't remember which one, and felt kind of weird, so he went to the hospital just, as a precaution. They were thinking, oh, it's a little dehydration. Yeah, he's in ICU now.
Oh,
jeez. That
So-
escalated quickly.
That's not good.
Yeah, I hate hearing that, but...
Yeah. Speaking of Dolly Parton,
Yep.
so I did get... my brother, he's in combat training. We did get a call from him.
How's he doing?
And he's like, I'm tired. I haven't had a shower in 9 days.
Uh-oh, pheromone maxing.
Yeah,
he's pheromone maxing. Get him around a woman right away.
But he finally was able to shower and he felt so happy. But I had to break the news to him. He's like, I knew about Dolly Parton. I'm like, Tim Curry passed away. He's like, what? And I'm like, it gets worse. Optimus Prime, the voice of Eeyore, he passed away too. He's like, what are you talking about? And I didn't know that until my one friend, actually, no, Sonny, he had sent me a thing. He was like, rip Optimus Prime. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I look, I'm like, not Eeyore, because I'm the same person.
Right.
I'm like, oh my goodness, this is terrible. And
Yeah.
they're all
Well, if
80
they
years
happen in
old.
threes, then
Yeah.
that should round out that one.
Well, actually, there's more than that because, you had Hayden Panettiere.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about her.
Yeah.
She died so young. Oh my goodness.
I know. That I'll be interesting
was
to
a
see
little
how that
scary.
plays out. I wonder if the boyfriend, I mean, it doesn't sound like the boyfriend did it necessarily, but
We're not putting it past.
well, obviously it was set up. I mean, would I be surprised if he procured the drugs for her that, she took to maybe an argument can be made. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Good chance.
But yeah, that's one of my favorite. I'm a big Bring It On fan.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, I know. It's
I don't think I knew that about you.
my taste in movies, and surprisingly, Tucker and I, because I haven't mentioned Tucker to all show, and now of course, way to bring up my man, but he laughs at me all the time because of the movies I haven't seen.
What have you not seen?
It's Legion, what I haven't actually seen, and especially like the Disney movies, because when he was a kid, that's the stuff that he grew up on.
Yes.
So I saw, back in the day, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and not the Lion King, but
Jungle
Ariel. No,
Little Mermaid.
Yes, Little Mermaid. I saw those in the theater, I remember, but, all these other ones, and now I sometimes get to see them when I'm subbing and they've got them, here, entertain the kids. So I'm like, oh, now I've seen The Lion King. So, that kind of stuff. But yes, my crap TV, you remember crap TV?
Yeah.
My, staying up till all hours of Sunday morning, watching whatever was on the E channel, and E channel plays some weird movies after hours. So I've seen a bunch of weird stuff, but yes, Bring It On. I dig that one.
Wow.
And not even the original one, because the original one was with Kirsten Dunst. Hayden Panettiere was the second one.
You're right.
Yeah. So.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I was the original cord cutter. I got rid of cable. I still lived in Cherville.
Yeah.
When I got rid of cable, and to seek out a movie and dedicate, it will say 2 hours to sit down and watch it. I just don't do it.
Yeah.
I just don't do it.
Yeah, it depends. I did the last movie that I sought out.
I don't like going to the theaters. I probably haven't seen a movie in 10 years. And if I do sit down, I want to watch something that I know I'm going to enjoy.
Sure.
So it's, it's Major League. It's Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's, I don't know, Shawshank Redemption.
Yes. Every time Shawshank's on, you got to turn on Shawshank.
Right.
It doesn't matter. So, all right, we need to take a break. So we were going to go ahead
talk about
and
the array of topics
yes.
that we have on the docket.
Yeah, so you are listening to WJOB 1230 AM, 104.7 FM. It is that's what they said in the Strachan Van Til studios. So see you in a few.
Need clean energy without the junk? I'm Jim Diedlow. I used to live on burgers, football, basketball, baseball. Now I'm gluten-free and more into biking, golf, and yoga. But I still need energy. That's why I love Paradise, developed by Emily D. Edwards right here in Cherville. My favorite is Paradise Packs Strawberry with gluten-free pretzels. Find it soon at Strachan Van Til or at spreadparadise.com.
Free summer music is still rocking at Fox Point. Our Wednesday night concert series brings Trippin' Billy's, The 1985, Elton Jeff and the Honky Cats, Mike and Joe, and Dick Diamond and the Dusters. Friday Night Lights brings you Gold Dust Dreams and One of These Nights on August 21st, and Mexico and El Corazon on September 4th. Fox Point in Lansing, Illinois is just minutes from I-8094, and parking is free. Visit foxpoint.org for our full schedule. That's point with an E, foxpoint.org.
Get ready for Wings Rock fun and prizes at Wing and Roll. Friday, September 25th from 5 to 9 at Bulldog Park Pavilion in Crown Point. Sample wings from Northwest Indiana's top chefs. Vote for the People's Choice. Enjoy live music from Backstory NWI and win incredible prizes. Tickets are $75 with tables of 8 for $575. Every dollar helps support Mental Health America of Northwest Indiana. Get your tickets now at mha.rallyup.com/WR 2026.
For over 140 years, the Central Midwest Carpenters have built our communities in Northwest Indiana. Are you ready to join the effort? We have long-term work, competitive pay, and the best benefits in the industry. We pride ourselves on innovative training and commitment to worksite safety. Earn as you learn as an apprentice. A solid career built on a solid legacy. For more info, go to carpenters.com.
IBEW Local 697 electrical contractors bring the highest standard of electrical work to Lake County homes, schools, and businesses. From everyday fixes to once-in-a-lifetime builds, we don't just get the job done, we get it done right and up to the highest safety standards. When you need electrical work, hire the professionals who power Indiana. Powering Indiana, Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for our community.
We're back. It is That's What They Said. I'm your host, Michelle Quinn. We've got Adriana, the Wonderkin producer, and we got my pal Stace, and we're ready to bring it in the last half hour.
Let's do a quick traffic and weather update. Traffic in the north-south region is looking pretty good. 65 going north and south is looking good. 80 going east and west is looking good. 90 going east and west is looking good. We do got let's see here. We do got a bit of traffic on 80 going west, right by the exit Indianapolis. A little bit of traffic right there, but we don't have a cause for it just yet. As you are headed on 94 West, right by Dalton Avenue, you are going to see a bit of traffic. Connector as well on 94 West is going to be heavy in traffic as you head into the city, but I think that's just the morning commute coming in. The Dan Ryan 57 going north. It's a bit of heavy in traffic, but Chicago Skyway is looking pretty good. So if you are headed that way, I would recommend taking that to pay the toll going that way. Taking a look at weather here at the Shrek Van Til Studios, it is 75 degrees today. We are seeing highs of 94 degrees, lows of 73. Thunderstorm in spots early this morning, as we just heard a downpour of rain.
Yeah, we did. It was
studio.
like, wow, is that rain?
Hot and humid with clouds, sun. Caution advised if anyone outside for extended periods of time. Wednesday, highs of 95 degrees, lows of 74. Mostly sunny, hot and humid. Mainly clear and warm. Thursday, highs of 89 degrees, lows of 72. Warm and humid with a thunderstorm in spots throughout the day. That's all for your traffic and weather. Let's get back into the show.
Yeah, I was complaining before we got on the air about how, traffic, or since we just did a traffic update, about how I came down because the light wasn't going off where I usually, turn to get on Klein Avenue. So I decided to go up to 169th and everything was fine until there was a stupid train that wasn't moving. I forgot about that. I'm like, God, cussing to myself. I sent you guys a message. God, train, barely moving. But anyway, so do we have any other men doing stupid things or?
Nothing out of their ordinary.
Well,
that was about all I had.
Well, here's one. This morning as I was waking up, and I usually check my phone, and what comes up in my feed today is Heather Cox Richardson. I don't know if you guys are big fans of her writing. She is a historian that has been documenting, doing a yeoman's job of documenting our political hellscape for the last, I don't know how long I've been reading her, but today.
And she does a very good job of tying current events back to historic events. And this is the outcome, and this is what was important, and this is what we need to watch out for.
Yes. So today, or from yesterday, her post was Alex Horton and Tara Kopp of the Washington Post reported on Sunday, August 30th, that military leaders are warning Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth that a plan to continue large-scale operations in Iran is unsustainable and is weakening their ability to protect U.S. interests in other places, including at home. How about that, guys? The warning, I'll just continue reading here. The warning is in the classified Secretary of Defense Orders book of August 14th and is laid out by the heads of the Army, Navy, and Air Force and the four-star commanders who oversee U.S. operations in Europe, Asia, and Latin America. Trump's insistence that he must keep all options open, including the ability to launch major attacks, has forced more than 50,000 troops to be kept on alert for months. Plans to extend that alert made the Navy's top admiral, along with leaders of the U.S. European Command, the U.S. Pacific Command, and the U.S. Southern Command, register that they did not concur with those plans, although their disagreement does not mean they will not execute that order. So, going down here, I'll skip some more of this stuff. Charlotte Clymer of Charlotte's Web Thoughts pointed out that Hegseth has either fired or forced into early retirement several admirals and generals whom he considered insufficiently loyal in what appears to be an ongoing blatant campaign of intimidation to keep senior brass in the Pentagon towing the line and not pushing back against administration officials. And yet, a broad range of military leaders are speaking out against the administration's plan in Iran. And also, it should be noted that that was, that is a highly classified document, and this is one of those times when I wish Boo, I don't know if he's awake and listening. I don't even know if he can't talk about any of that, but anything, this was leaked. This is a highly classified document that was leaked to the press. So, I don't know, I think we got a big old problem here. But
so many problems.
Yes, indeed.
From leaked documents to ongoing wars.
Well, no, the fact that they're leaking documents, with something of this import, that we're telling people, hey, this sucks, don't do it. And yet we're launching ahead and doing it anyway. Cool.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, there was...
The thing that's interesting, I would say, about warfare is that the whole Russia-Ukraine thing has really proven how it has evolved.
Yeah.
The drone warfare, going from the multi-million-dollar precise missiles to here's a $500 drone that we're using to carry a bomb, and it's maybe not doing exactly the same thing, but a whole flock of drones can certainly wreak havoc.
Yeah.
As we've seen in Russia. And the cost is much lower. So it really...
Right. We've gone back to, or we had the high-priced missiles. We're basically going back to sticks and stones. See, that's all y'all needed. Imagine the money if we'd have just kept with sticks and stones.
Well, and isn't that the thing of it? That if it's, I don't know, I'm going off of memory here, which is not that great these days. Mm-hmm. But if it's a couple $100 drone versus multi-million, that really levels the playing field. Like, I know the U.S. outspends the closest nation by, 9 times
Right.
on the military. However, if you can get a whole bunch of drones for a bargain basement price, and proceed, that really levels the playing field.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was kind of interesting. Let's see. The Defense Department this morning clarified that the U.S. had not attacked Karg Island like, our president posted that, oh, we're bombing the crap out of Karg Island or whatever. Or what did he say? Because I saw that video. He posted an AI video of military strikes and fires on what appears to be Iran's Karg Island, a major storage facility for Iran's oil and seaport. The caption read, Karg Island is being blown to smithereens. President DJT.
Okay.
Yeah.
The AI. People, nobody wants a data center in their backyard, but everyone continues to generate this AI garbage.
Right.
Where do you think this comes from? I digress.
I know. And then, let's see. Pentagon tried to so the Stars and Stripes, there's that. I mean, Heather's got a whole bunch of stuff in here. They fired a bunch of, let's see. Where is it? Sorry, blank time here. I was just looking at it. Getting rid of people from the Stars and Stripes paper because they're not reporting on Pete Hegseth the way he feels that he should be reported on.
That's annoying.
Wish that I could do that. Oh, sorry, I got distracted for a moment.
The idea of only retaining people that fall in line and toe the line is a real problem. I feel like the difference of opinion is what made America great. Like you've had, when you have both parties getting along and, you can take a little from column A and a little from column B, that's really when stuff gets good.
Right.
No, our priorities lay in Lake America. That's where our priorities lay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we didn't talk about that.
Lake America.
Lake America, y'all. I've seen...
Why are we trying to rename the Great Lakes? We have a way of memorizing all of them, and it's homes. I don't... What are we doing?
Yeah, that methodology's shot now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all because let's talk about... And the reason we have named, or we've renamed Lake Huron is because of a tantrum.
Lake Ontario.
Or Ontario.
Yes.
Sorry. It's early. So anyway, and yes, I got distracted here for a second. The reason we're renaming it is because the trade talks failed with Canada. We were on the precipice. Canada was just about to be like, okay, we found an agreement. And then our dumb, can I say the A word? Or is that, in our complete hubris and idiocy, decide, oh no, we're going to push them. And Canada said, yeah, go pound sand. No, thank you. And so now what are we going to do? This is our response. We're going to change the name of the lake.
And that's the art of the deal.
And y'all think
it's essentially a temper tantrum.
Exactly.
It's
and
just
how
trying to pick and be an irritation. Because
there are
for lack of any material outcome, we're going to change the name of the Great Lake.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Ooh, that's... I mean, the first thing is like, oh, okay, don't threaten me with a good time. I mean, how is that even... I get... Is it psychological warfare? Is that what they're calling it? Is that... I don't even know.
I would argue it's just when you don't have anything real to bring to the table. or when you're trying to, I mean, the whole tactic with this seems to be just keep moving, keep bouncing around, keep changing the subject, keep bringing up something new, and nobody can follow you. And then here we are talking about the least important piece of that, which is the renaming, just because it's so outrageous. It's just deflect, distract.
Yeah.
Outrage.
And so many people, including so many people that I know are listening right now, that's what you think is cool. Really? Really? You think that's a good idea? And I saw someone post like this whole defense of, and I think they probably copied off of Bill Maher or something, it's a renaming and blah, blah, blah. And what was it? One of our friends was, they had a relative's like, I'm just going to say it because it makes the libs mad. No, it just makes me think you're stupid.
Right.
I don't know, man.
Owning the libs at your own expense.
Yeah, that I don't feel particularly owned. Do you?
No.
That's really silly, guys. So, what else we got? What else you got over there? Do we need to go back to talking about silly men, or what do we need?
I don't know that we stopped.
Well, that's true, because we're talking about this. That's running our government.
Well, with all of the storms that are happening, like I said, midterms are coming up.
Yeah.
And we're expecting to see register to vote, like those booths kind of pop up in different areas.
Right.
Now, are we going to get another, Democrat, Republican, our tent's better than your tent because we survived?
Barb. I love that Barb has not lived that down.
That was a really stupid thing to say and post.
It really was.
I mean, maybe in the moment it felt like the right thing to do.
Yeah, and then she did it, and now you can't shake that.
No, some things feel right. Some things need a little reflection.
Right, and I don't understand. And, trying to remember way back in the day when candidates, like the idea of a non-politician going to look at, like, okay, say I use Barb just as an example. I'm going to tour the devastated areas. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. Should they be? It's like, I toured it. I'm like, what are you going to do?
I would argue, and I think I said this last week or the week before, if you are bringing some value along with your photo op, like if your supporters have donated, I don't know, trucks full of water.
Sure.
Or they're bringing in, I don't know, like laundry facilities on a semi.
Mm-hmm.
Or if there's some value that comes along with it, okay. But if you don't have any real power and you're in these areas just to be in these areas and shake hands and kiss babies.
Right.
GTFO.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that. If you're not doing something for the community just to show face, that's a little misguided.
Yeah, I kind of feel like doing it for the clips, or doing it for the clicks, rather. Sorry.
And back to social media being just the absolute
devil,
bane of everyone's existence. The fact that you can do this and post about it and make dumb posts that you haven't really thought the implications through.
Right.
Like, just having that platform available to be that person is a real, I don't know what the word is. Not detriment.
Right.
Like, once upon a time, everything was polished. It was prepared. You went into a situation, just the utmost of professionalism and spin and politics and talking points. And, it's a little more off the cuff, I think, on social media. Some of it, like that one for sure.
Well, she could have, it just occurred to me, she could have, if she were smart, all she had to say was, look, our tent stood firm in the storm because it was a terrible storm. That's all she had to say. But bringing
We're doing
in
fine. Look at us help our neighbor.
Yeah.
That would have been the feel good, not come back to bite you.
Right, or even, you know, screw our neighbor, we're not going to help them, but look, you know, we don't even mention your neighbor. You know, she could have, the bare minimum.
Yes.
You didn't have to mention that
There
at all.
didn't need to be a comparison.
Right, but no,
a baseless comparison. At
Yeah. Yeah, but then that's what she did, and, well, we'll see.
We'll see how that works out for her in November.
Yeah, that is one thing. I am kind of excited to see if there's going to be like any like underdogs that kind of come up, be like, oh yeah, no, like they swept everything within what they are running for.
Statistically speaking, it's my understanding, and I don't have a source to point this to, but the incumbent party is typically losing seats at the midterms,
Right.
correct?
Right.
Especially when the president has a approval rating of, we'll say below 30%, because that's not one that I have easily accessible.
Oh, bye, Rich. Bye. I'm an idiot. Bye. Cool. But you're still listening, or you still were, so.
Yeah.
Bye.
But
so anyway.
Yeah. One thing that we can talk about is that, if it would like to load, Northwest Indiana schools receive more than $3.3 million from the state DHS for school safety.
Is that storm related or
This was
separate?
separate. This was 13 hours ago. The Department of Homeland Security awarded 61 schools and districts across the region to improve school safety, again totaling $3.3 million. Now, when it comes into this safety, they plan to use the grants for things like school resource officers, equipment and technology, active event warning systems, firearm training for teachers and staffs, threat assessment, and student parent support programs. The state did not publish what each school plans to use. The state did not publish what each school plans to use the grants for. So that's just kind of the overall of what they want it for. And they have a list of how much each school was awarded. And by the looks of it, within our area, you're getting about a little over $20,000 for this.
Okay.
Because they divided it up within all of the schools, and that some of these private schools are also getting this money.
Because of course they are.
Because I'm seeing all the Catholic schools in the area. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all are getting a piece of this too?
Well, of course, because now we can't do anything because, you know, I keep getting infuriated every day when I go onto Facebook and I see these, you know, these AI ads pimping out that, oh, look, vouchers for everyone. You know, so yes, they, you know.
So this is what Governor Braun said.
Okay.
I want Indiana to set the standard for keeping kids safe at school, and this funding, which includes nearly $20 million for school resource officers, will go directly towards achieving that goal, Mike Braun said in release. Combined with the work of the Office of School Safety I established last year, we are giving schools the people, training, and tools they need to create a safe, welcoming environment where parents have peace of mind and kids can focus on learning, growing, and being kids. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, if my teacher's carrying a gun, how much of a kid can I really feel like being?
The clear backpack is already, like, clear backpack, clear pencil case, clear everything.
Right.
Okay. So the only thing I'm like, dang, I feel bad that this kid is like, Mom, I want this bluey backpack. No,
Right.
you have to get a clear backpack. Why? To make sure that you don't have any weapons in your bag. How do you have that conversation with your kid?
Now, is that, I know in the where I sub, there's not a clear backpack.
In certain schools, they enforce that
Okay.
policy. Some schools do not.
Okay.
But we're seeing that this is a policy that is enforced just throughout the entire country because Target is selling way more clear backpacks than they used to. They maybe sold one or two. Now there's a whole section for them because this is what you need to do. And then the clear pencil cases, there have always been clear pencil cases, but they can't have tints of any color in it. So you can't have a clear pink pencil case. It has to be clear. Maybe your zipper can be pink.
Wow. That's the times we live in, but
the times we live in.
But yeah, I have not heard I keep getting distracted by these morons.
I don't know, and I feel like not having children, I don't want to say I don't have a horse in this race. However, I think everybody can agree that school safety is an important topic. Everyone thinks that children should go to school and, right, to his point, learn, not be concerned about safety, not worry about guns, I think we all just differ on the right way to go about it.
Alongside with that, something else that has happened here in the region, Frank Mrvan proposing bill financially punishing companies that lock out American workers.
Oh, I saw that this morning. Didn't read it.
Okay.
So what has happened with that is that he proposes bill and who has long had support for steelworkers and unions is seeking to de-incentivize, that's not the word I'm trying to say. De-incentivize. Yep, thank you. Lockouts after BP has locked out 800 workers. I still see the strikes going on as you go into Whiting. You still see them
because
right
nobody's
there.
scared of us. So
and that's been going on 5 months?
6
months? That was even before NIPSCO locked out.
Yep. So he said he's introducing a piece of legislation that'll take away grants or tax credits if you lock out American workers. You will no longer be eligible.
I would argue any corporate subsidies. Maybe I'm just using different verbiage. I mean, why stop at foreign companies? I don't know the implications of that as far as employment at will, unions. It seems like if you're locking out your own employees, that's not really a good faith move in terms of coming to any type of agreement.
Well, also with that, BP is proposing a 13% pay increase over the first 4 years of a 6-year contract. The London-based multi-institutional said it is seeking concessions like the cutting of some union jobs and loss of bargaining
they're not
rights,
stepping off on that.
such as a 24-hour strike notice to ensure sustainability of the refinery. So you have to give them notice that you're going to go on strike.
I think that's pretty standard.
Yeah.
Like the union typically, like the membership votes, it has to be overwhelming. There has to be, or not overwhelming, but there has to be a majority.
Right.
And then there has to be notice. I mean, that seems like it would already be in place.
Yeah. Lack of movement with 800 families being locked out of work by a company that has made $5 billion in profit the last quarter. It is an effort to break the union and to unemployed 800 families. Multiply that by 3 to 4 people per family. It's a great impact on the economy. So we're going to see how this goes, but then some people may say that he's looking towards this because, yes, he has had history of the support of the unions. But then also midterms coming up. All these politicians, anything that they're doing. Midterms.
Oh, right. Everyone's trying to.
Everybody's looking
get
towards
their name out
that.
there, get a favorable opinion.
Right. Oh, we have a caller. All right.
Yes.
We can.
Good morning, caller. You are on the air. What's on your mind?
Good morning.
Morning.
How's everybody doing there?
You know, living the dream. How about you?
Good. Just ducky.
Good. You got Tracy or Macy or Late. No, I'm sorry. I had to do it.
It's all right.
Sorry, Fred. Hey, you know what? I hate to interrupt your conversation that you're having right now, but I'd like to double back to what I was getting ready for work. What Ron Matlock had talked about earlier about the guy getting shot by the police.
Right.
Okay. Was he a security guard?
Yes, he was a security guard, and apparently he had some sort of mental illness, which I'm I'm kind of like, and he was still a security guard,
Right.
but
was that the right job for?
right.
That's
So
where I was going to go with my question. It's like, well, if he had this mental illness, number one, why is he a security guard? Actually, number one is, why does he have a weapon?
I was going to ask,
Well,
do we know
right.
that he was armed?
Why is he armed?
well, yeah, but was he armed? I must admit,
Now, that's what Ron just said.
Okay.
He didn't know if he shot at the police or he pointed his gun at the police.
Right.
But why in the first place? I mean, everybody wants to scream about gun control, and we're not taking mental health seriously.
Right.
So I guess the answer is to give all the mental health patients guns. Which
Let
tells
the
me
problem
that the
take care of
inmates are
itself.
now running the asylum.
Well, that's how it always is. But Second Amendment rights, man. Everybody gets to have a gun.
That's true. That's
Right.
true. But when it comes down to mental health, no, they don't.
Right.
They do not. If your doctor says you're suffering from severe depression, or if you have a mental illness or something,
absolutely,
they can deny you having a gun license.
Right. And how? So my response to that, and you are absolutely correct. But how many people do you know that when they're going to purchase their gun, they're bringing in the recommendation from their doctor that they not have one?
It's
and
supposed
is there
to be part of the state check? Aren't they supposed to be doing a background check on these people?
Well, exactly. Would that be included in a background check?
On top of it, does that not make the security firm that the gentleman was working for also liable?
That's a very good question.
Because if everybody knew that this guy had a mental illness, okay, yeah, the first thing you want to do is you want to give some crazy a gun and guard you.
Yeah.
I feel safe.
Yeah, I those are all very valid questions. And I'm guessing we're going to find that out in discovery when that lawsuit gets,
I'm
gets
hoping
filed.
that, and I'm not picking a fight. These things just like really boggle my mind when I was listening to this, and I hope Mr. Matlock calls back. If he has a theory behind it, but. There are going to be lawsuits, and I think the security firm is going to be one of them. I really do.
They should be.
And if the law firm, whoever the family hires, and I'm sure they already have, is smart enough, they will go after the security firm, not the police officers, because the police officers were doing their job.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that we have enough information to say one way or the other. I mean, if it happened at the Gary Metro Center,
I understand your theory, Michelle. I understand your theory, Michelle. Why were there 9 police officers there? Okay,
right.
And why did they all shoot? Okay, here's the deal. When you're in the police academy, they don't go over the scenario of, okay, guys, if you have 9 guys here and you have an armed robber, okay, you have to play rock, paper, scissors to see who's going to be able to shoot.
I understand, sure.
You're at a split-second decision.
Sure.
And you want to neutralize that threat.
Right.
And it sounds like they did their job.
Yeah. It will be, I guess it will be interesting to see, for me, what that threat actually was. I mean, I guess if the guy did have a gun and was aiming it and was, getting ready to rain hell, I guess, an argument can be made. I just kind of feel like, I don't know.
I would like to think that there had to be a serious disturbance to have 9 police there in the first place, and every one of them, firing multiple rounds.
All right. Well, on that note, I would like to continue this conversation, but our next guest is up, Mr. Repay of the Little Calumet.
Come on.
I know, dude. But Dan's a good guy.
Ron Matlock gets 10 to 15 minutes. Why can't I? No, I'm joking. I'm sorry.
So you can't call in at 7:57.
You ladies have a great day. And
yeah,
thank
you
for
too.
taking my
Good
call.
talking to you. So we'll continue this convo.
Bye.
So, all right.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye now. So anyway, we are at the end of our show. This is That's What They Said on WJOB 1230 and 104.7. Your host, Michelle Quinn, Adriana, our beautiful producer, and Stace, you want to take it out?
We will see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
It's the simplest expression. The smallest thing that changes everything. A smile. So easy. A smile lights it up. Apologizes. And welcomes unconditionally. Because the shortest distance between two people is a smile.
Thank you.
Strachan Van Til, where making life easier starts with a smile.
The best just got better. Tech Credit Union is proud to celebrate being recognized with Best of the Region, Best CEO, and Best Banker. To celebrate, we're offering 3 special CD offers with rates up to 4.5% APY for a limited time. Visit techcu.org or stop by your nearest Tech Credit Union branch or call 800-276-8324 to learn more. Tech Credit Union, the better option for people and communities we serve. Member NCUA. Minimum deposit required. Offer subject to change. Visit techcu.org for complete details.
From the gas in your car to the heat in your home and the roads that you drive on, our work powers daily life. We are USW Local 71, the proud